Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. It's Barkley on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is Harris. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10.
Ready? 50, plant. Check, 55 to mine. Hey, dude. Hit it.
On 1st down, Gilmore. And he's got his man on the out route. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
General West! Hey, Charlie! Get it!
Looking to throw on second down. Gilmore. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Third and long for Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On first and 10, Gilmore. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down, Gilmore. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On play action, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Gilmore. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
Back to throw. Gilmore. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Gilmore. And that is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You ain't doing nothing.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 51 yards on the ground. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 50, 20. You draw quarters. Bang, 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 bang. 5. Look at me. Door. And get.
On first down, Gilmore. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. They had a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Set. 60 or.
Man, I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. That good for 19 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Gilmore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Gilmore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Throwing on first down. Gilmore. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second and 1. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here we go. 52 right here. 52. I got one.
On first and 10, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Well, the pressure gets to him again.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
64. Bravo. Go.
To throw on second down. Gilmore to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Come on, guys. We got this.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Throwing, Prescott. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coach, I'd always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
60 Pittsburgh.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get them under pressure? They got him again. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Prescott to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A big play that time on the catch and run. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, stand up. Hey, turn it out.
Back to throw. Gilmore. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.